Hello friends, welcome to my channel Think Tech. Today we are going to learn the phages of SDLC in detail and also the advantages of SDLC. Let's start with the software development lifecycle. Before going to the phages of SDLC, we should understand what is the SDLC, that is software development lifecycle. It is the collection of phages that contains say a group of activities in the information system development. The group of phages like requirement analysis, defining, designing, coding, testing, deployment and maintenance stage. After this, we will see the phages of the SDLC. There are 7 phages of the SDLC, that is requirement analysis, defining, designing, coding, testing, deployment and last one is a maintenance. Let's see in brief. Requirement analysis. In requirement analysis, your team ensures that the project requirements help to end user of the system. Gathering requirements means taking and looking at the much relevant data as possible. The outputs from the requirements analysis stage will vary depending on the methodology you are using, regardless of whether your team is working with a formal requirements, documents or a list of tickets. Everyone has to understand each need. At this stage, architects, developers and product manager works together with a relevant stakeholder. In this stage, after the completion of requirement analysis, it goes to the defining. It is the crucial phase. Inside it, understanding the nature of system and defining of the system takes place. After the completion of defining phase, it goes to the next phase, that is designing. In designing, during this phase, developers draw the blueprint for the software. When the requirements are clear, then it is easy to design the software. Design also include 2 types of, that is high level design and low level design. For example, in software, the buttons used for front end like OK button, reset button, cancel button, submit button and so on comes under the design. After the completion of design, it goes to the next phase, that is coding phase. In this stage, software development turns your project requirements and prototype into working code. It's the earliest phase in which you start to see something that resembles final product. Developers are the most involved in this phase. They will often need to confirm things with the product owner and the testers. After this phase completes, it goes to the next phase, that is testing phase. In testing phase, the testing is complete. During testing phase, testers put the code through its places and check for code. What do the tester in testing says? Code quality is tested by the testers. If quality is assured that it's according to customer need, then quality of software is good or assured. Tester checks for that the code meets the stated requirements and also check for evidence of secure development principles. Tester is the main people involved at this stage. After the testing completes, it hand over to the implementation stage or deployment stage. Deployment stage often called as implementation or integration. In simple project, this will be as simple as deploying the code onto the web server. In large project, this could involve integration with many different systems. The output from this stage is usable software. At this stage, operation team focuses on the deploying the software. Deployment is nothing but the ready software for the customer. After the deployment phase completes, it goes to the next phase, that is maintenance, and the last one phase, maintenance. In this phase, developers watch software for bugs or defects. If they find one, they create a bug report and resolve problem. A sign that this phase working well when developers are able to quickly identify and resolve problems. In maintenance stage, actually it is work for or its role are service providing, error removing, updation, feature adding and corrections. After all this, first one is the requirement stage. Here requirement stage. After that defining. In requirement, actually in short, what done requirement in requirement stage, actually the collection of the data or information takes place. After the requirements or collection of the information from the customer, what they want, it convert or it goes to the next, that is defining. In defining, your product is defined or need of customer is defined. After defining, it goes to the designing phase. After defining, it goes to the designing phase. Inside designing, only it develop the blueprint for the your product or if the blueprint of the your code, and it goes to the next, that is coding phase. In coding, the actual code or programming takes place for your software. After coding completes, it goes to the testing. In testing, it tests the code you write and it goes to the next deployment. Deployment is nothing but the last or final phase which gives the ready software or it is deliverable software creates here. After deployment, it goes to the maintenance stage. In maintenance, it is the last one and it includes error correction, debugging. If any error are passed by testing team are removed by maintenance team. Is all about the SDLC, that is software development lifecycle. It goes to simply in this direction from requirement analysis to designing, defining, designing, coding, testing, deployment, maintenance, and it ends over. After the saying all over the SDLC, let's look into the advantages of SDLC. It gives defined view of the entire system, resources, timeline and goals. Design review helps to ensure the reliability and quality of the final product. Enhanced control over large or complex project involves comprehensive and explicit steps. It's all about the SDLC and the advantages of the SDLC. Thank you for watching the video.